But first, after nearly 4 years since being released from prison, tonight, Robert Duboise is once again sharing his story. The local man wrongly accused spent 37 years locked up for a rape and murder he did not commit. This year, Duboise receiving a total of $19 million from the city of Tampa and the state. All his compensation. This is 10 Tampa Bay. I'm Frank Wiley.
And I'm Courtney Robinson. 10 Tampa Bay's Eric Glasser was there today as Duboise shared his story with some of the city's top influencers and talked about the importance of the dedicated unit that helped exonerate him.
I just put it in God's hands and kept going.
At today's Café Tampa event, Robert Duboise shared his story, how he spent nearly 4 decades behind bars and nearly every waking minute working toward his release.
I wrote up to 28-page letters every day and sent something in the mail.
This year, Duboise collected $17 million from the city of Tampa and $2 million from the state. Compensation for the better part of his adult life spent behind bars. Despite that, he says he isn't angry and still lives modestly, working as an air conditioning tech. He spent some of that money on a new house for his sister and kids and spends part of his time helping others who claim they too have been falsely convicted.
So if I can get them connected with the right people who can at least look at it and give them some help, and guidance through this process, then that's what I'm trying to do.
Dubois' exoneration was made possible with help from Hillsborough's Conviction Review Unit. Then State Attorney Andrew Warren, who helped launch that program, also spoke.
This system is imperfect, and that's why we have to go above to do our jobs to make sure that we're always achieving justice.
Warren was also asked about the status of the unit since his suspension 2 years ago. At the time, the program had a prosecutor assigned full-time.
Look, you have to ask the state attorney's office about what they're not doing with conviction integrity, but this is what leadership looks like: exonerating the innocent, delivering justice to the victims' families.
We did reach out to the state attorney's office asking about the status of the Conviction Review Unit since Susie Lopez was assigned to that office. I'm told that the full-time prosecutor who had been assigned to it left the office earlier this year and that they are interviewing for a replacement. In the meantime, they say the chief attorney has been handling cases submitted for review and that 3 people have been released from prison after petitioning the unit during Lopez's tenure. In Tampa, Eric Glasser, 10 Tampa Bay.
Ultimately, DNA evidence exonerated Robert Duboise and has also led to the prosecution of 2 other men.